of the Georgia Smart Communities Challenge grant. So together we are working on and developing an interactive web-based tool that will help our county planners decide where in Henry County we should place industrial and manufacturing facilities.
Under fire rescue, we have a resolution for the emergency purchase of one Pierce custom aerial from 10-8 Fire and Safety LLC in the amount of $1,275,000. Funding will come from capital funds. We also have a resolution for the emergency purchase of 3 Type 1 Custom Works ambulance boxes from Custom Truck and Body Works in the amount of $799,983. Capital funding will be utilized for this purchase. We have a resolution for the emergency purchase of one 2023 Dodge 4500 ambulance prep chassis from Reliant Emergency Specialties in the amount of $68,057. Funding will be from ARPA funds. We also have a resolution for the emergency purchase of 2 2023 Chevy Express vans from Hardy Chevrolet in the amount of $68,920. ARPA funds have been identified for this purchase.
Under that transit that you just read, B, is there a dollar amount for this consultation, the services for that consultant?
So it will be based, it's on call, so it's an hourly rate, Commissioner, and that will be...
There is no set rate. It's based upon what the service is going to be at the time of call.
So I'm assuming you're going to set some type of maximum budget for it then?
We will make sure, because it'll come out of the transit budget, but what will happen is this just gives them the opportunity to provide the on-call service. Once we determine what that hourly rate is, then we will agree upon that rate.
That we have been putting quite a few dollars into our fire and safety and police. And a lot of this, again, Sherry helped me to remember, we were considering, instead of buying these vehicles, there would be some type of rental program that we would participate in, so that when these trucks need to be upgraded, we can easily exchange them in and out at a minimal fee.
Yes,
so we one of those trucks or not?
I do not believe that we're doing a lease purchase for this truck. We have for some other ladder trucks that we've done. I think about maybe 2 years ago, we did do a lease for the trucks. It's the timeline in terms of us being able to get these trucks. And so that's why we had to treat it as an emergency, because these vehicles are not readily available.
Concerned about the fact when these trucks age, we can easily place in newer vehicles as needed and not cost the county as much money. Again, we had asked for master plans for our fire and public safety so that we would do our very best not to put them in a situation of emergency. Are we still working on that master plan to make that happen?
It is actually ready. And
I have a question with regards to the tax assessors. Is either one of these companies the previous company that we had before? Okay, which one is that one?
So that is the primary, and part of the resolution is to go ahead and award it to a secondary as well. If we have issues, we'll have the ability to go ahead and proceed with Master's Touch because of issues that they've had previously.
Okay, and so I just want to make the board aware that the reason why I asked the question was because the company that bidded the lease, we had some issues with tax information being sent out to the wrong people.
We are the management 501c3 organization on behalf of the Henry County ERAP program, and to date we have managed about $24 million in ERAP funds on behalf of Henry County.
This is our third emergency rental assistance project that we've managed for Henry County. We've reached almost $24 million to date with the amount of funds that have been expended. Henry County continues to lead the country as of November 29th, 2022. $13,421,019.94 has been paid out. So as you see, we are very, very close to expending the funds. If all were funded, it would be around $2 million that we would need in order to to get those applications processed and worked through the pipeline. We've done 103,238 people for ERAP 1, 76,000 for ERAP 2, 182 people served, and then ERAP 1 reallocated. Again, the number has really jumped up. We do not use the word fraud when interacting with tenants. We just talk about inconsistencies in the information. We did discover where there were multiple attempts to get payments from both entities, with this round being the biggest, the $13,421,000. All of that, totals up to around $24 million or just over in funds across these 3 projects. So Henry ERAP will be the only option for Henry County residents.
Commissioners, what you have before you is a resolution authorizing the allocation of additional program and administrative funding in the amount of $2 million from fund balance to the Henry ERAP program.
David, what we're waiting on is for Treasury to release the $15 million. Then will we reimburse that back to the county if this $2 million is approved?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that will go back into our fund balance.
Trying to trace the money, David.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
this $2 million, you expect it back the coming week is what you're saying?
I don't know when to expect it back. I'm hopeful, but should that not occur, that's why I'm requesting the stopgap funding.
Do we know when we're going to receive that money?
I'm sorry?
Do we know when we're going to receive that money?
I don't know when we're going to receive it.
But the money is coming, guaranteed.
The money is definitely coming. The plan is to provide assistance not only for our nonprofits but for GMAN to also continue to manage the program.
So what happens if we vote no on not transferring money out of fund balance today? They're still going to receive the money in a week or 2, right?
I wouldn't say a week or 2. If we vote no today, we have approximately 200 families in the pipeline that would not receive assistance.
So when that money expires that we're going to receive in the next couple of weeks, what happens then? Do we still continue to pay the rents of all these families?
No. So that question deals with, do we intend to continue with the ERAP program? We anticipate that will be fully expended sometime in July of 2023, not only by GMAN and Karen Curry Davis, but certainly by our nonprofits as well, because we're averaging about $8,000 in assistance. And so that $15 million is going to be gone fairly quickly.
You stated that this is also for our nonprofits as well. So this money, the $2 million, are you allocating that directly to this agency here or to this agency plus nonprofits in the community?
1st of 2026 to have all these projects completed. Those on Exhibit A, we've already started. Exhibit B, we have to get those engineered and designed, and some of those time frames will need to come sooner.
Okay. Is there any questions from the board?
This just says 8.3 million on the resolution. So I don't see the additional 8.1.
Yes, sir. What our resolution requested was up to 8 points.
The Speedway?
No, sir, that is located off of North Mount Carmel Road. That is in the eastern part of the county, just north of the Ola school system.
Okay, so why are we investing so much money in that area as opposed to any other area in the county, given the fact that the population is a little bit smaller in that area versus the rest of the county?
Yes, sir, good question. That wastewater plant, it serves the majority of the residents that are in Henry County that are on sewer. It probably serves about 70-75%. This plant's being expanded from 8 million gallons a day to 14 million gallons a day.
This resolution right here is incorrect then, that I have in my hand.
The clerk has indicated that it was handed out because I think what was initially in your book was not correct.
But they all have the 24 million on here. That's my point. The one in my book and the one in my hand.
We're recommending awarding only 8.3 with them completing the project, a total project completion of $24 million.
Okay, that's what I understood y'all saying. I'm just saying what I have in my hand is different than that.
Yes,
okay.